Hello, and welcome to another episode of Classic Combat. I'm your host, James.
I'm your other host, Nick.
And here we are, a second episode, which in itself is a Christmas miracle.
Who would have even thunk? The test episodes, I feel, were pure coincidences that there happened to be more than one.
I think for the test episodes, there was 3 I did with you.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So there was one with just me and you.
Yes.
One with me, you, and our buddy Matt.
Yes.
In which we talked about beef.
For far too long.
Way too long. One thing I noticed about Matt is when you two are together, I cannot get a word in. I think it's mostly Matt.
I'm really sorry. So I was thinking about this actually, the synergy that Matt and I have. Mm-hmm. It's very strange. Because either one of us winds the other up or like vice versa. Mm-hmm. It's just, and once it starts, like I can usually calm myself down pretty well, but like if Matt gets going too far, it's just too far. Mm-hmm. And then there's all hope is lost. The world is over. Correct. He Joker laughs for 12 minutes.
And that is, in that test podcast was the Big Beef Boys.
The Big Beef Boys, they like to munch.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? It's the BuzzFeed, it's like a list of dumb slogans for fast food places.
No.
And for Burger King, one of them was Burger King, the Big Beef Boys like to munch or something.
I've never seen that.
Oh man, it's hysterical.
And then the other episode was you, me, and Levi.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
And that was the Arachnid Menace.
Oh yeah. There's a spider in the box of water bottles at the very end of the episode.
And it was humongous.
I to this day have not seen that spider.
Me neither. It lives here.
Oh.
It is the house.
Well, episode's over.
We're going home.
The house is the spider.
Correct. So if you were to open up the walls, you would see leg or body of said arachnid menace.
We rip the ceiling open right now, we would just see like the beating heart of a spider.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying. Have a nice day.
There are a couple other test episodes I did. I did a couple with Austin.
Yeah. You did the stream one, right?
I tried to do the live stream, which didn't work out very well. The
prospect for that one seemed pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, now Twitch does this really cool thing where you can just like, it's called Premiere, and you can premiere a video. Mm-hmm. So you can just upload a video and it will premiere to whatever time you set it to. Which is what we'll be doing with these. So I forget where I was going with this. Just test episodes.
Anyway, we're talking about test episodes.
Let's get into this episode. Let's forget about past episodes.
Who gives a toot about those, man? We are today. We are now. We are the future.
We are the world. Nick, what have you been up to all week?
Oh man, James, have I got some tales to tell you about the week that I've had?
Good.
It's actually been not a half bad week. Some good things. I applied to graduate college finally.
Huzzah!
Yeah, feeling pretty good about that. I need to go see admissions because of a little misclick that I made. That I talked to my advisor about, and he said that shouldn't matter too much, but go check it out anyways because I selected the wrong catalog year for my associate's degree.
Yeah.
And it's just a general studies degree. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's the 2018 versus 2019 catalog. Like, how dramatic is the change really going to be between one catalog year? But I still got to talk to admissions tomorrow, see if there's like a big issue or if everything works out there. Work has been... Moving on. Just kidding. Work has been... some funny things happened this week. The first thing that happened was, so this last weekend, the lifeguards at public gym I work at, because we got a pool also, and it's there all right. The the locker rooms are always totally trashed. But I went into the locker rooms and I found something that I found very amusing, and I had to take it with me. So it is with me right now.
Oh God!
It is a small child's drawing of Sunic. And I will I will show you.
Oh no!
It's this little picture of of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my God!
It's a little picture of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's pretty bad, but you can tell that a small child drew it.
Well, we could hope.
I really hope a small child drew it. But I thought it was so funny. Like, I get really mad when I'm cleaning the locker rooms because I see trash all over the ground. Like, you're grown adults. Why are you leaving garbage all over the place? But then I see a beautiful gem like that, and I can't help but crack a smile, which brights up my whole evening. The other thing that happened was I got into work a couple nights ago, I think 2 nights ago, and I walked into the break room, and there was like a nondescript paper, like brown paper bag sitting on the break room table,
Well,
and I was like,
that could either be poop or drugs. Or someone's lunch, I suppose.
I want you to know it was neither of the three.
Oh.
I look in the bag and I'm like, there's just a couple of oranges in here. And then I walked away like, oh, whatever. And then I looked in the bag again because I was like, that orange had like a growth on it. Picked it up. They were 2 overripe lemons just sitting on the table. Like, they were really soft and they were like so bad looking that they looked orange in the bag.
Ew.
Yeah, it was awful. But then, flash forward to me cleaning the locker rooms, I get into the sauna that's in the locker room, and it usually smells like death in the men's sauna because it's old men sweating in almost the nude, and they just don't give a shit about their cleanliness levels, but it smells like death, and it smells like lemons, and so I'm like, who's the damn psychopath that brought fruit
their lemons into the sauna?
And like, let alone the locker room, like the sauna. You gotta be some kind of stupid crazy to do that. So yeah, those fun things happened at work.
So it smelled like sweat and lemon pledge?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot, so those were pretty much the highlights of my week.
Yeah. Speaking of saunas, I've got a funny sauna story.
Oh.
Well, it's actually,
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't say it's funny, but me and Jeremy,
Yes.
we're sitting in the sauna in our towels.
Oh yeah.
Almost in the nude, as you say.
Oh, almost in the nude. Yeah.
Sweating it out after a good game of racquetball. Because me and Jeremy used to go to the Y every single day and play racquetball.
Really?
Every single day.
I don't know why I think that's so weird. What I think is actually weird about it is the every single day part.
Dude, we would go every day and play racquetball.
Where the hell do you find the time, man?
It was like right after high school.
Oh my God.
We were fresh into college.
It was like,
time to go play racquetball.
Go
I
play
don't even know
play
why we
racquetball.
started. I think Jeremy asked me, and then we just started doing it all the time.
okay, that sounds like something Jeremy would do, though.
So me and Jeremy were sitting in the sauna, and this old guy comes in. He's got this water bottle.
Yeah.
He's like, "You mind if I spray some of this on the hot coals, or it's not actually coals, but
Yeah.
on the hot thing,
On the hot rocks.
yeah. Mind if I spray some of this on the hot rocks?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
Because typically you just put a little bit of water on there to get the steam going again.
And then you just hang in the steam.
Anyway, he takes this water bottle and goes, sprays it, dude, and instantly, my nostrils are clear, my eyes are burning a little bit, I can breathe, dude. This dude had eucalyptus water, and it changed my life. He fucking sprayed that shit on there, dude, and it was like I was being lifted towards the heavens.
Oh my God. That is incredible.
And then he began to tell us about how he used to make dandelion wine. which apparently is pretty good.
That's not okay. Well,
Which I wouldn't have thought so, but
yeah, I mean, you got that one bottle of wine that tasted like someone tried to make wine out of potpourri. So,
yum.
Tasty.
Yeah, that was gross.
That was the
It was
worst.
just straight. It was just perfume, but
Probably the worst thing.
it was
I've ever
alcoholic
tasted.
perfume.
Yeah. But yeah, know what's funny about that? You're not supposed to put any water except for like the regular, like tap water on those coals.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because it makes it smell like shit.
Well, he put a little eucalyptus in there, and
It opened.
I was rebirthed.
It opened your mind
Yes.
to the new sights and
Dude,
smells
seriously,
of the
it was
universe.
like I saw the steam come up, and then it slammed me, and it was like I'm in euphoria.
Oh man, God, what's the gum? The 5.
Oh yeah, stimulate your senses.
Yeah,
5.
like-
What it feels to chew 5 gum.
that was what it felt to chew 5 gum.
Yes,
So you were reborn from the steam.
dude. Do you remember that video Sean Aranda sent us? The stimulate your senses.
Yes.
Okay, so it was like what it feels to chew 5 gum, and then it was
Yeah.
just a girl getting mouth fucked,
Yeah. It was
like rough.
it was jarring, man. Like
5 gum.
how it feels to chew 5 gum. Please no. Dear God.
There's one that makes Caleb laugh really, and it's fucked up. It's like how it feels to chew 5 gum. And
Yeah.
it's a dude shooting a chicken with a shotgun, and literally just goes
Oh my God.
and just feathers. It's really fucked up. But man, it is.
Oh my God.
It's jarring and it's funny.
What a horrible nightmare.
Yes. Imagine being that chicken.
Man. No.
Imagine if that was the chicken from Skyrim, though.
Oh. You'd be
Then-
going to jail, man.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
You might go to jail anyway. Is it legal to just shoot your chickens? Dude, oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
This thing just popped into my brain.
Yeah.
Last year,
Yes.
somewhere here.
You shot a chicken?
Yeah, last year
Oh.
I bought a shotgun
Oh.
and I filmed a video of myself shooting a chicken. And
And
then I made
that's
it into
that's
the-
where that's where that meme comes from.
Dude, there was like this story on the news about
Mm-hmm.
this guy. Like his wife had cheated on him or something.
Sure.
And so he had gone to his ex-girlfriend's house or something, and it
Mm-hmm.
fucking ripped the heads of all of her chickens off. It's just like not even cut,
How many
not break,
ripped
ripped their heads
like
off,
with his
bro.
bare hands?
Yes.
How many? Okay.
I don't know how many chickens it was,
Okay. I feel
but
like
there was multiple, so at least.
yeah.
I mean, one is One
It's
is
jarring
enough.
hearing the words "the man ripped the heads off the chickens" is jarring by itself.
yes.
But for chickens to be plural,
There's
that's
at least 2.
that's 2 chickens with no heads because that man ripped
psychotic.
yeah. Used ungodly strength to rip the head off of a living creature.
So fucked up. Anyway,
Terrifying.
That's what that reminded me of.
All right. There it is. James, what have you been up to this fine week?
So let's see. This week, what did I do? I've been working on. I worked a little bit yesterday on the intro for Classic Combo. Worked on that for about an hour.
Nice.
So hopefully that'll be done soon. And then just been working on Tavern Brawl stuff. My mom's been doing a design for a custom cup for one of the Kickstarter rewards.
Ooh.
It's gonna be like your classic pewter mug,
Sure.
but she's been working on this Celtic knotwork
All right.
for all the way around it. So that's been going. The art for the animation should be totally done on Friday.
Nice.
Hopefully. It gets getting pushed back a little bit, but it's
Sure.
okay. The way we came by this artist was really, really fortunate.
Sure.
We actually had hired a different artist to do it, and he did one piece of concept art, and then I gave him some feedback. We didn't hear back from him for a month.
Oh.
And then we were like, hey, dude, are you going to do this or what's up? And he's like, I can't, I'm sorry. And we were like, oh, okay. He gave the money back, which was very, very
cool.
kind of him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have really sucked. And then after Nikki and I got married, I found her. I found the new artist, Sabrina, on Upwork.
Cool.
And incredible work. You've seen some of it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's almost done. Then we can send that off to the animator. And once the animation is done, then we can send it off to the guy who's doing the score.
Cool.
And all the music and all the sound stuff. So that's a big part of what I've been doing. Other than that, just working. I don't have any fun work stories. I just shitty high school kids every now and then. See were there any shitty high school kids? Nope, not yet.
Not this time.
Not this time. Maybe next time. Probably next time. Usually happens. But yeah, like you, I don't. I've been going hard on Dragon Age Inquisition. I was telling a coworker last night, I've been going hard on that game recently.
Yeah.
But the reason I've been playing it is because I think 2 years ago, I saw that all the DLC was out for it. And I was like, okay.
All right.
I've played through the main game.
Yes, of course.
But I really want to play the DLC. Specifically, this one DLC called Trespasser. And it's like what happens to the Inquisition a couple years down the line from the main game. And so I was like, that sounds awesome. I want to play that.
Yeah.
So I got it. I got Inquisition, the Game of the Year edition on sale. $20. And so I'm getting ready to play it. I'm like, man, I gotta play the other ones.
Yeah.
I want this whole campaign that I'm doing to have all my choices that I personally make, not that I just go into because they have the keep or whatever.
Yeah.
That you go in and get that and like choose all your choices for the other games. So yeah. So anyway, for the last 2 years, I've been slowly playing through all the Dragon Age games and all the DLCs. So I played all the way through Origins and all the DLC and all the way through 2 and then all the way through Inquisition. And now I'm like finally I'm just finishing up like the last tidbits of stuff I want to do before I go and play the Trespasser DLC, which is why I fucking bought the game in the first place. So,
of course.
So 2 years down the line.
We made it. Hey.
Oh, we're not there yet. I haven't killed all the 10 dragons.
Oh.
I need to do that.
Well, damn.
There's a keep somewhere.
Get on it, man.
That I need to siege.
Go siege it. Get it going, man.
So yeah, recently I've been like grinding that game.
Smells pretty good.
That's what I've been up to all week.
Hey, nice-oo.
Let's get to the questions, Nick.
The hot quetchies.
We did the catch up.
Yep.
Let's get to questions.
Let's get to
I went first last time. You can go first this time.
All right. So I've been looking up some stuff or seen some stuff on the internet recently about a heated debate that's been going on since supposedly the dawn of time, and I'd like your take on it. And that question is New York style versus Chicago style pizza.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I don't really know the difference.
All right.
New York is like a flat.
Yeah, New York is like if you picture the classic slice of pizza. Or classic like thin crust. Well, not like the square thin crust.
Yeah.
But like, it's got kind of a thinner crust. It's really wide. The slices are really wide. And it's often associated with like folding the slice in half and then eating it.
Yeah.
It's traditionally like that. Whereas the Chicago style deep dish.
That's the deep dish.
Yeah, that's the deep dish. That's pizza cake right there.
Hey.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little cake.
Well, so typically I'm not a fan of thin crust.
Sure.
But typically I'm also not a fan of really thick crust either. For me, like the thin crust is, at least any thin crust pizza I've ever had, it's just kind of crunchy.
Sure.
And I don't like to feel like I'm eating a cracker that has pizza on it.
Yeah. I'm told that the big, there's like a lot of points of conjecture with New York style pizza. Like New Yorkers will tell you, and I don't have personal experience with this, I don't think I've ever met a a true-blooded New York person, but I'm told that they're very specific about the like way New York style pizza is created. It's like it's the water that they use from New York that they use to do the cooking things with the I don't fucking know. But there's like a certain gluten level in the dough, and the cheese is the cheese, and I don't fucking know.
I've heard that typically the New York style has only one topping.
Yes.
And if it's more than one topping, you're wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes, correct.
So I'm a multiple topping man.
Oh.
I love everything on a pizza.
Mm.
So I'd probably gear more towards the Chicago style.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I've TBH. Sorry, I should have.
Oh, sure.
I got to be hip with the times. You know?
Yes, you have to move quickly
sorry,
through
not hip,
your words.
hype. I got to be hype. Hype with. Okay, I'm done. Ooh, that's a nice one.
That's gotta raise the roofs, son.
For all the listeners at home,
Yeah.
Nick just raised the roof.
Oh, I raised the roof
Very slowly
yes,
and very sad, very upset with himself.
I was very confused.
Oh yeah, it was a confused raise the roof.
Yeah, like the roof was going up, but God, I just wasn't sure about it.
I've never been to New York, and I've never been to Chicago, so I've never had actual real Chicago-style pizza or New York-style pizza.
You know, fair. Neither have I.
So I don't know. I could.
So another weird thing with the Chicago-style deep dish that I've seen is if you're going just cheese pizza versus cheese pizza, the Chicago-style, I'm told, I've never tried it or seen this before, deep dish is pizza cake. Can't prove me wrong. It's just a fact. But sometimes they put the sauce on top of the cheese.
Oh.
So like it's a tall ass pizza. It's like yay big. It's got the like ring of crust around the center, and then it's like just thick ass cheese, and it's got the toppings and sauce and cheese inside, and then there's like a small pool of sauce on top.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it gives me weird vibes. That's pizza. But pizza is good.
Pizza is good, dude.
Even when it's bad, it's pretty good.
What's the best pizza you've ever had?
The best pizza I've ever had? Holy Jesus. Oh, goddamn.
I'll tell you the best
Holy
pizza
shit.
I've had.
Yes, tell me.
I have a really strange memory. I was, it was a couple years after I'd moved here to Oregon.
Yeah.
And so in Vegas, like, they don't, like, pizza wasn't like a big thing. When we moved here, we were like, oh my God, there's a billion fucking pizza places.
Oh, yeah.
So we had like gone around and tried some pizzas, and we were like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
But a couple years later, I was doing some yard work for a friend. Me and Caleb were doing some, and probably Brendan, I assume, we're doing some yard work, and they ordered pizza from Woodstocks.
Oh, all right.
And I don't know what it was about the pizza, but there was like sausage and mushroom, or not mushroom, and pepperoni. And that's really all I remember. Yeah. But I just remember eating it, and it was the best thing I had ever eaten in my life. And I have been to Woodstocks since.
Yeah. It's not the same.
Not the same. I don't know what happened, how it happened, but that moment was magical, and that was some good pizza.
Yeah. Okay, I think I got one for you. A similar situation where I've been to the place since, and the pizza has not been nearly as good. American Dream.
Yep.
And I feel as a Willamette Valley native, it's like a sin to say that you don't really enjoy American Dream. It just, I got it delivered once, and like my buddy at the time was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get all this stuff on the pizza. Is that okay?" It's like he said some toppings that I had never heard of before. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get artichoke hearts and he said a bunch of other stuff, and I was like, that sounds fine, I guess. And I got it, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. This is a pretty solid pizza. And then I go to American Dream. I grab a slice of pizza, and it's just like the crust is just a little too thick.
Yeah, the thing I don't like about so Nikki doesn't like American Dream either,
Sure.
or she doesn't like American Dream, and it's because the crust is kind of cornmealy on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can get past that, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. Domino's usually my go-to. I'm a big fan of Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
I do everything in my power to avoid the Noid. And I get my pizza, and it's a nice time.
Yeah, I'm a Papa Murphy's boy. When I'm getting pizza,
Get that take and bake, boy.
I gotta get that take and bake, dude. Dude, my mom gets this pizza. Okay, so it's either the cowboy pizza, which is like it's just got shit tons of meat.
Oh yeah,
Deliciousness, and then you can get it like with it inside the crust as well. So they're like it's like a fucking double layer of goodness. Yeah, that shit's good.
That's pretty good.
And but my mom gets like a white sauce pizza because she's a vegetarian.
Sure.
With like a bunch of veggies on it, but it also has artichoke hearts on it, and that shit is also my jam. Like
Yeah.
I like a little best of both worlds.
They're pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a weird carnivorous boy, and I will eat all meat laid in front of me. The bacons, the pepperonis, the sausages, the sausage, the sausage. But like you throw like a supreme combo supreme pizza with the peppers and onions and all that good jam. I'll eat the shit out of that.
Yeah, I pretty much like whatever on pizza. Although I'm positive I probably wouldn't. So I'm not a fan of just cheese pizza. I'll eat it. I'll eat it if that's what there is.
Yeah.
But in my heart, I'm saying, why did you do this to me?
There were toppings, and you said no.
Yeah, Nikki gets just cheese pizza, and it's her favorite, and so it's like, all right, but you're wrong.
There were pepperonis to be had in that kitchen,
and
it cost the same.
Although since we've been married, she's actually been eating more pizza with toppings on it. So
yes,
I am corrupting her.
What is your take on pineapple as a pizza topping?
I say, who gives a shit if you want to eat that on your pizza? Just eat it.
Look, man, I saw a sane person, I'm assuming sane, I don't know them, say that bananas on pizza was a good thing, and I've tried that shit, and it's wretched.
I believe you.
So
wait, you tried it for me, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right, well, now we got to go into that.
Yeah,
okay.
The lost episodes of Murray Bros. and Company.
So, back when I was doing Murray Bros. And Company, rest in peace, I was going to reboot In Good Company, which was the main show we were doing, which was our copycat show of Rhett and Link.
Yeah.
Of Good Mythical Morning. At least that's how it started off. So I was going to reboot it. Brennan had moved to New York, and so it was hard to do that. So I was like, okay, instead of me, Caleb, and Brennan, I'll bring in my friends.
Yeah.
And so one of the episodes, we did the, I think it was just called the Pizza Challenge.
The Pizza Challenge, yeah.
And so I bought a bunch of like ingredients.
Yep.
And I put them in brown paper bags, and then they had to choose what bag they wanted. And then everything in the bag they had to put on their pizza.
Yes.
So, Nick, your pizza was... What was on your pizza?
Shrek's Whole Swamp.
Yes.
I believe. So, the thing about that pizza challenge was that there was also... you had an opportunity to force the other person.
Yeah.
It was me and Levi. And you had an opportunity to force the other person to take your ingredient if you didn't like it. And what ended up happening was I never forced an ingredient on Levi, and he exclusively gave me the toppings he didn't want. And my pizza turned into a waking nightmare. My sauce was grape jelly, and which is already the worst thing ever. So like I Honestly, I could live with almost every other pizza topping that I had on this awful thing, except for the grape jelly.
bro.
If there's one food that I'm picky about that I can't stand, it's any artificial grape flavor ever.
Yeah.
And then James hands me the sauce bag that I picked, and it's the fucking Smucker's grape jelly. I was so upset. But I had it. It was grape jelly on it, and then I think I did have pepperoni on mine.
Yeah.
And I had
Pizza flavored goldfish.
yes, pizza flavored goldfish crackers. M&Ms ended up on my pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, there's so much more. I think it was regular shredded bag cheese.
Yeah, it was just cheddar cheese.
It's just cheater ches.
Yeah, anyway, Nick's was horrifying.
Yes.
When we cooked it, it smelled fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's right.
This crazy bastard took 2 bites. No, he didn't gag after the first bite. In fact, he decided, I'm going to go in for a second.
Oh, man. I'm fucking gross, man.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. I don't even remember. Levi's was actually almost okay.
Yeah, Levi ended up getting like a bunch of like seafood, and then the outlier was there were bananas on it also.
He had tuna fish on his.
Yeah.
And shrimp?
Yes.
Yes, there
he had
was
frozen shrimp on his.
And bananas.
Oh, mine had corn on it too.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, and Vienna sausages were also on mine. Levi just kept giving me. He was like trying to theme his pizza. I was like, "Man, we're getting brown paper bags full of shit."
Well, he almost had a dessert pizza until he got tuna and shrimp.
Yeah,
yeah. He had like I think his sauce was chocolate sauce.
Was his sauce chocolate? I thought he got the regular pizza sauce.
Oh, maybe you're right. You're right.
The chocolate sauce was the one that we didn't get.
Yeah.
Which is okay. Because everything else was so good already.
Oh, delicious. Yeah, anyway, that was pretty gross.
Yeah,
and yet another video that is in the archives.
I'm a weird son of a bitch, and I not only took several bites of my own awful pizza, I also took several bites of Levi's awful pizza.
And then you tried each ingredient.
Oh, yes, and then I ate each individual ingredient.
Dude, okay, all I remember about you trying those ingredients was you're like, I hate grape jelly. And then you took the biggest fucking bite of grape jelly I've ever seen in my life. You just fucking, and I was like,
Honestly, you could probably release that part by itself out of context, and it would be like, who is this awful person that just did this with these random things?
These random ingredients.
Oh man,
Nick, I think it's time to get to the commercial.
The commercial. Okay,
it's commercial time.
Let's hit that. Let's hit that commercial.
So Martin, okay. our dear Martin has sent us a commercial. So here we go. This one is called "The Cursed Amulet of Garbanatatelionitus." Holy shit. Garbanatatelionitus.
Garbanatatelionitus?
Yeah, Garbanatatelionitus. Okay.
Garbanatatelionitus.
The Cursed Amulet of Garbanatatelionitus by Martin.
Okay.
Now this one actually has it's actually a script, so.
Nice.
Go ahead.
All right. James, would you kindly explain this beautiful piece we have today?
Sure thing, Nick. Today, folks, we have this beautiful amulet. It's got a 24-karat gold chain with a very large deep blue sapphire setting.
It's not even funny yet. Don't forget, James, we got this piece from the recently discovered dungeon of Garbanatatelionitus.
That's right. I really forgot. That's right. I really forgot. I tried this piece on, and let me tell you, this amulet is gorgeous.
You see, folks, this piece has been bought and returned a total of 6 times on account of the life-altering curse it puts on anyone who wears it.
What?
The Curse of Garbanatatelionitus. You know this one, James.
Right, yeah. Of course I do. Okay.
You can get this beautiful piece for a total of $199.99. Not to mention your fucking soul.
Please call today and get this damn thing away from us. 1-800-666-666. Please.
We're opening the line now.
Please. Ah!
Oh, God. Did our mics pick up the echo?
I don't know. Probably not.
That was crazy.
There was an echo. I think mostly from this piano over here.
Well, I think you screamed, and then it might have hit the guitar.
Oh, that's
There's
what
a
it was,
guitar in
yeah.
the corner right here. It like went into the chamber, and it was like, "Pah."
Anyway, call now for the
For
the
cursed amulet. Garbanatatelionitus.
Garbanatatelionitus.
Wow.
There you go.
What a friggin' time, man.
If you call now and say the code word, you get a half off.
Buy today.
Buy today. What a nice commercial.
Good commercial.
Thank you, Martin.
Martin, our advertising executive extraordinaire.
Yes. He's the one who goes out and finds all these products for us to be sponsored by. So thank you, Martin.
Yep. Without you, our show would die.
Correct.
James,
all those fake dollars. What's up?
I think it's time for your hot quetchy today.
Well, okay. My hot quetchy, Nick Leonard.
Lay it on me.
Let's talk about your name,
Okay.
Nick Leonard.
That's all right. All right, here we go.
So,
Tell me about
your
it.
name is Nicholas James Leonard,
That is the one.
correct?
That is all three, actually. That's all three of my first, middle, and last name.
Yes. But typically, people call you by your first and last name,
Yes.
or your shortened first name and your whole last name.
Yes.
Nick Leonard.
That's right.
I know I call you that.
Yep.
And that is, I think, what I've always called you.
Yes.
So when did this start? When did people stop calling you Nick, just regular old Nick, and decided that your name was not complete without saying Nick Leonard?
I really, it was very fluid. I don't know. It just, from when I transitioned from middle school to high school, and something to know about my transition from middle school to high school is that, so like, you went to Calpuu, right? Calpuu Middle School?
For a short amount of time.
For an amount of time. But the people that went there, the moral majority went to South Albany.
Yeah.
Where we went to high school.
Mm-hmm.
I went to North Albany Middle School, and predominantly people that went to North Albany Middle School went to West Albany High School.
Yeah.
But
You were in the few.
I was in the weird district that is in both North Albany Middle School's district and South Albany High School's district.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to high school, I didn't really have that many friends, and so it was like a new beginning for me going into high school. I got to reinvent myself a little bit, but I didn't just start by saying, "Hey, what's going on? I'm Nick Leonard."
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would introduce myself to someone that has never met me before.
Yeah, of course.
And I guess because of the cadence of my name, being that they are two first names, where one is actually my last name, it just flows together so fluidly that people assumed, for some weird reason,
They had, like,
that
a hyphenated
I had a
name.
hyphenated first name. I don't know how this happened. I've heard so many stories of like a friend talking about me at home, calling me Nick Leonard, and then their parent being like, "What's Nick Leonard's last name?" and then they say Leonard, and then their parent goes, "What kind of sadistic fucks named their child Nick Leonard Leonard?" And then it's just a whole runaround. Like I've told people, like I prefer to just be called Nick. It's quick, it's easy. My first name is Nicholas, and so I shortened it. Like, just call me
get to the
fucking.
point.
Get to the fucking point, please. If there's one thing I really can't stand a lot of the time, is my time being wasted.
Yeah.
As like an adult, I'd really like to just get to the point. And so I feel like a 4-letter first name that is one syllable is perfect for that. Nick. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Nick Leonard? That's one whole name. That's one whole first name, and people spend so much time with it, and I just...
So it's just something you've just grown to accept.
Yeah, like I've explained to people like, just call me Nick, it's fine. But they're like, no, it's fine. I'll call you Nick Leonard.
Well, that's your name.
That is Yes, it is my name. It's something that I can't escape.
And so you just have to live with.
And so I live here, being called by my first and last name for eternity.
Yep. And that's just how that goes.
That is just how it goes.
But aside from your name, Nick Leonard,
that's the one.
you have many nicknames, and they just kind of crop up wherever.
They do come from everywhere and nowhere.
So let's talk about these.
Okay.
Let's talk about these. So I'm going to start with the ones I call you from time to time.
Sure.
So my favorite one that I've come up with, which is really bizarre, is Nick Tickletine, Synthetic Fairy Detective.
Yes, of course.
And that comes from
so
there's Nick Valentine
from Fallout 4.
Correct. And then there's who is a detective.
Yes.
And then there's Nick Tickle, Fairy Detective.
Yes.
Who is also a detective, but he detects fairies. I actually don't really know what Nick Tickle is. I mean, I kind of do. So he's like a detective, who like it's like in fairy tale land.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Right. It's like a kid's thing.
Yeah.
It's like a play.
He like solves murders of fairy tale creatures.
Well, I don't think it's murders, but it like they've gone missing or something.
It should be.
Well, that's just called The Wolf Among Us.
It's a good game.
It is a good game.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yes, of course.
Rip Telltale. There'll never be a Wolf Among Us 2.
That is sad.
Yeah. But so one day, I smooshed them together.
Yes.
Because they were both detectives, and I started calling Nick Tickletine,
the Synthetic Fairy Detective.
So that's one of mine.
That's a good one.
Sometimes we call Nick Leonard Lick Nennard.
I hate that. Do you know the story?
I do not. I do not know.
Okay, so this story, it frustrates me to no end because it just proves how much more I need to pay attention, even now, because this happened sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
And so what happened was we were on the bus, coming back from a Disneyland trip for band and choir, and I was like half asleep on the front of the bus, sitting next to a girl I liked.
Very nice.
A girl I liked at the time, and we were sitting on the bus, and we were both falling, or she was asleep, and I was like half asleep, about to fall asleep, and a couple of my friends, Caleb and Sebastian, were in the back of the bus, and I think it was Caleb, Sebastian, and maybe Jillian as well. And they were trying to get my attention, and I'm like in the front of the bus, and they're like clearing the back, maybe towards the middle. It was like a charter bus, so it was pretty big. And I'm like half asleep, not paying attention, and they're like, Nick Leonard, Nick Leonard, Nick Leonard, and then I'm like falling asleep. I think I hear something, and so I like go to turn, and then they say, Lick Nennard.
And then turned around.
And then I turned around, and then they were like, "That's it. That's you now. You're that.
You're Lick Nennard.
You're Lick Nennard now." And it infuriates me to no end. It's like I can never sleep again, because if I even try, someone's gonna call me something stupid, and I'm gonna hear it and address it,
and that is what you'll be known as.
And then I'll be that forever
for that short amount of time.
Yeah.
So there's Lick Nennard.
Yep.
Sometimes we call you Nickel. I've called you Nickel before.
Yep.
There's one, and I think this one pisses you off too. And I don't say it, but it's what is it? It's hold on. Nick Leonard Steinberg.
Oh,
Nick Leonard Steinberg.
God. Yeah, I don't like that one too. There's a story behind me not liking that one too. So in high school again, my friends Tad and Sebastian would call me that, and it was a play on. There was like this running joke that I don't know why it was a joke. There's nothing funny about it, but for some reason, people thought I was Jewish.
Okay.
There's only one reason anyone would think that, and it's Levi, and I'll tell that story another time.
Okay.
But they would call me Nick McLeonard Steinberg, and it was like, man, come on, stop! It's dumb. And then it got heard so much, like it spread around.
Yeah, people started calling.
Calling me that, like outside of just the group of people that I hung out with. And then one day, at a band concert, I had a solo. This was like the Nick Show concert. Like I had a couple of solos. I was prominently featured. And our band director into the microphone called me that to the whole audience. And I looked at him and was like, I can't believe you did that. I like teared up a little bit on stage. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
You just fucking roasted me.
And you roasted me in front of literally my family and everyone else's families.
Yes.
And so the next day or the next rehearsal, I talked to him and was like, "Hey, I really did not like that. You called me that on stage. That was not okay. I am really upset about that." And he was like, "Oh my God, I thought everyone calls you that. I just thought it was a term of endearment." And I was like, yeah, no, they're bullying me. They're being mean to me.
Yes.
They're doing this. They're calling me this, and I don't want them to.
Yeah.
And it's spread around so much that it's out of control, and I can't do anything about it anymore. So I don't like that one. People call me it anyways. It does. You learn to just ignore things. Words are just words, and is the bottom line. It doesn't matter what people say, but that really gets to you when your teacher gets in on it too.
Rough.
It's
that's
like,
rough. It's like, oh my God,
man, come on.
I just got ultimate bullied.
I got
super bullied by
bullied.
the adult.
I got bullied by a fucking adult. Yeah, so that's some shit.
I'm trying to think of other nicknames. I mean, occasionally things come up.
There's my SoundCloud rapper name.
Yes, Nicky Suck.
Nicky Suck.
Yes.
That one. Do you know the tale of Nicky Suck?
Nope.
So there's a legend
I want
of
to say it's Ian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a legend of an EP that I will release one day that will never come out. The EP is titled "I Want to Sleep Forever," because I sent a Snapchat to Ian many years ago, of me making a face that's akin to.
It's a sad face.
I make a pretty sad face, and the text I sent with it was "I want to sleep forever," and then he sent it back to me as an album cover.
Yeah.
and he titled me Nicky Suck on there, and I don't know why I like it so much. It just really stuck with me.
Yeah.
It was around the time of the advent of the double C, and so it's NICCY SUCC, and it just
Nicky Suck.
Nicky Suck. It rolls, man.
There it is.
Yeah, it's pretty
Got
good.
any other ones?
I have this one is pretty embarrassing too. But I've mentioned it now, so here we go.
We got to go into it.
In elementary school, in middle school, into like middle school, like up until like the 7th grade, there were some people, a select group of people that called me Beans.
Beans?
They called me Beans.
What the fuck?
So, another grand tale. This is...
that doesn't sound like a nickname. That sounds like a mean name.
I thought it was kind of endearing at the time because I'm stupid.
Oh, okay. All right.
But they were my friends, and they were just as Beans. But in elementary school, in the 5th grade, we were doing presentations on conquistadors.
Okay.
Like explorers, and I thought I did a pretty good job. It was a presentation about Francisco Pizarro. He's a conquistador.
Great. Great.
He something Aztecs maybe, I don't remember.
Something Aztec, something Spanish gold.
Yes, something about that.
Something Road to El Dorado.
Something Barbosa, something 81 pieces of pirate gold. Pirates of the Caribbean, check it out. So I did the presentation, and at the very end, I had my cards that were like, if there are questions about things that I haven't said, these are the answers to some of the questions. And so I said, any questions? And then as soon as I said any questions, someone rose their hand, and then I farted.
You were in 5th grade.
I was in the 5th grade.
That is the fucking worst. Worst nightmare.
I had a, and I don't use this word. I've been using it lightly lately, but the intent is not to be used lightly. It was wretched. My 5th grade experience is one of the years that I have scrubbed from my memory, except for key moments, and that is one of the key moments that I have left clean on my slate.
Oh, sweet God.
Yeah. So they call me Beans because I farted in class.
In front of the class, bro.
Yeah, I farted in front of the whole class.
Holy
it was
shit.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
There it is.
It's like Beans from Even Stevens.
All right. And with that, I think it's time for today's hashtag.
Let's get Nick's hashtag.
Today's hashtag, my friends, is hashtag spicy snacks.
Ooh, spicy snacks.
So, with today's hashtag spicy snacks, James, you and I did the one chip challenge.
Yes.
The Packy one chip challenge.
Last year.
Last
December of 2017.
December of 2017. A grand old year it was. We burned our mouths for science and the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to know what is the spiciest thing you've eaten that you have enjoyed?
That I've enjoyed.
Yes. Like what's your palate for hot things? What's your most enjoyable hot thing that you've ever had?
So I'm not super into the spicy.
Sure.
Typically, I actually prefer not spicy.
All right.
Unless it comes to wings.
Ooh.
I like in fact, I prefer hot wings over other types of wings.
Okay.
I'll eat honey barbecue wings, but I'm like, well, this could be spicy and it'd be better. This could be a nice, and so typically I'll get the medium.
Sure.
I'm a medium lad.
All right.
But much hotter than that, I'm like,
all right.
I'm not enjoying this. This is I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working to eat this, and I don't like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of effort that I have to put into eating these wings, and eating should be a nice time. And work is usually, or can be, not quite a nice time.
Yeah. So that's where I'll go with my spicy. Sometimes I add a little cayenne pepper to some things.
Sure.
But typically I'm a white guy.
All right.
I'm a white guy. I'm trying to think of a meme. Sometimes the ranch is too spicy.
Excuse me, sir. This mayonnaise is too spicy.
You know, I'm a white. I got the white boy. Oh, this shit too hot. No, but I mean, I'll eat spicy stuff, but once it starts getting to the point where I'm like,
sure,
where I'm panting like a dog, it's like, okay, this is a bad time.
Personal preference, I like to break the stereotype of white guys of the white guy that thinks things are too spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I very much enjoy spicy things.
Yeah.
I like the Mexican foods. I like the spicy things. My favorite spicy snack, and I've been thinking about this as I have developed the hashtag spicy snacks, is the Angriest Whopper.
Yes,
it's a goofy sandwich, and that's something that I love so much about it. If you know about the Angriest Whopper, it's a Whopper with a bun that's been dyed red and infused with hot sauce. The burger, I'm pretty sure it's just your standard burger.
It's your standard Whopper.
It's got fried fried hot all over it. But it's got the hot sauce that is infused in the bun is on the bun as its primary condiment.
Okay.
And then it's got jalapenos and fried onions, and I think it's got just lettuce on it after that. And then it's just a standard beef patty.
And standard cheese patty.
And your standard cheese patty. I don't know if it comes with cheese. I think it's just like...
Well, that's a sin.
Like a Whopper without cheese. Because the standard Whopper doesn't come with cheese, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right. And it's a sin.
Yeah. No, you know? Take me to hell. But I do really... It's so funny, but it is also very hot. But the Angriest Whopper is something that I enjoy very much. I wish it would come back to Burger King. But knowing that it is pure nightmare fuel, I cannot. I mean, the Yumbo sandwich came back.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, it's Burger King's ham sandwich, bro.
Oh, okay.
Burger King uses their chicken sandwich long buns and then puts fucking ham slices on it, and it's silly.
Not with chicken too, though, right?
No.
Okay. I was gonna...
No. It's just like a ham sandwich with the long bun.
Give me one of those long buns.
Give me a long bun.
I need a long bun.
If you'd like to participate in hashtag spicy snacks and tell us about your spicy snacks, hit us with the hashtag spicy snacks on Twitter. Yep. Hashtag James the Fifth. Hashtag
James
at James the Fifth. At Nick Leonard. No A in Leonard. And that is your weekly hashtag. Hashtag spicy snacks. Did you know that before? Now you do. Hashtag good trivia.
Oh, God. There it is. There's our weekly hashtag. We've got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump back to the nicknames, but I'm going to tell you some of my nicknames
James,
I had.
Oh, James, give me some of your... Give me some good nicknames, boy.
Okay. So, of course, there's my regular nickname, which is Jameser.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is my family nickname.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what my parents called me when I was a kid. It's a good nickname.
Yeah.
I've grown up. Since I've taken it as my handle.
Yeah.
It's been my handle on Twitter for, God, 9 years or something like that. 10 years. I want to say it's like 9. Let's see. I think I made it because Nikki had one.
Sure.
And I was like, well,
yeah,
she's my girlfriend. I gotta keep tabs on her Twitter.
Oh.
Because back in high school we would do that stupid thing where we'd fucking tweet some fucking shitty fucking vague tweet. It's like I wish I could see her.
Oh man,
yeah, that shit. Anyway,
if only I could tell you how I really feel.
Had a really bad day today. ...
Oh, man.
Yeah, shit like that.
I love high school cringe Twitter, man.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Oh yeah,
we'll get into that. So yeah, there's Jameser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. So when I was a kid,
yes,
in elementary school, let's see, was I in middle school? Yeah, into middle school.
Yeah, you were in middle school at some point.
I had a tail. Like a hair tail, and then, all my brothers had one, and my parents thought they were cool for some reason, and it was a thing, so we all had one. And
I have to have a conversation with your parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
So people call me Joe Dirt. So there was one of my nicknames.
Oh,
Fuck, man. Yeah, Joe Dirt.
That's pretty good.
At some point in middle school, I didn't wear tennis shoes. I only wore steel toe boots. And I don't think it was a choice. I just think my tennis shoes got lost. And so all I had was these fucking steel toe boots.
Oh, man.
So people call me Steel Toe.
Steel Toe James.
That's it, man. I was fucking
Steel Toe James.
Fucking steel toes, dude. And yeah, we would go and play tackle football when we were not supposed to. And they would call me fucking Steel Toes.
Oh, damn.
Let's see. Did I have any? Oh, and then, of course, in high school, my middle name is Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
So some people call me Patty.
Oh.
Which I thought was okay at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now it just makes me want to die.
Yeah.
I think that people called me Patty.
Ugh.
Yeah. So there was Patty. There was another one. Sean Smith called me Conan? No. Jake McMichael called me Conan.
Oh, God.
I don't even remember why. I think he thought I said my name was Conan when I absolutely never said that. And so he called me Conan, and then Sean Smith called me Jericho, like Jericho from Fallout 3.
Those guys were crazy.
And they're still fucking, dude. They're weird. I ran into Jake McMichael at that Tri-Valley Market like a couple of years ago. And he was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I was like, "Good." I literally was just there. I was buying strawberry milk. So just buying some strawberry milk.
Want some milk, man?
He's like, "Oh yeah, man." And then he started spouting off how since he had become his own god, he is in control of his life. And I was like, okay, nice to see you. Goodbye.
Sir?
Sir?
Do you have time to speak about the word of the Lord? My word.
My word.
My word.
I am God.
I am God.
I am my own God.
I am my God. I could be your God, too.
So anyway, there's a couple of my nicknames.
Hey, good nicknames.
I'm glad none of them stuck. Especially Steel Toes.
God.
So I think that's about it.
Hey, man.
So let's clean this bitch up.
Let's clean this whole bitch up.
Let's clean up. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Hey, I love you.
You can hit us on Twitter and say #SpicySnacks. And
you can say some other stuff too if you want. We're not going to control your language.
Nope. But don't call Nick.
Don't call me Nick McLeonard Steinberg or Lick Nennard.
Or Beans.
Or Beans. Dear God, don't call me Beans.
That's cyberbullying.
People are going to start calling me Beans left and right.
Yeah,
as soon as this video comes out.
Yep.
What's up, Beans? Beans.
And on the bean note, we'll see you next week.
Bye.